If you can help us understand some of the uses of essential oils for our daily life, how can people really start picking it up for the regular use?
So the good part with essential oils are that they are very versatile in nature. So it's always been used as part of Ayurveda also
Mhm.
and applications. So if you're looking for emotion, so what you need to figure out first and foremost is, do you want it for emotional wellness, mental wellness, or physical wellness? It's stress, if it's sleep, if it's, you know what, you're very stressed, there are mental and emotional issues that you're going through, then you pick up oils like that. If there are physical ailments you're looking at, maybe it can be skincare, it can be pain, arthritis, or anything, or eczema, psoriasis, pigmentation, then there are essential oils work differently in that way. If you're looking at for sleep, for relaxation, or just general care, so there essential oils have a different application that ways also, and there's different ways of applying them, of course. And then there's a palette, which I would call it, of different essential oils have different kind of properties. Like there are the woody essential oils, as we say, lavender ho gaya, patchouli ho gaya, cedarwood. These are more relaxing essential oils. These are more, have a more calmer aura to them. If you're looking for rejuvenating, if you're looking for more excitement, then the citrus essential oils have that energizing value to them. So even if you're taking a morning shower, then lemongrass or bergamot, whenever you will smell them, you will feel more energized. If you're looking for an intimate setting or a romantic setting or want to feel good, then the floral flowers are there, like a geranium or a lang lang or a rose for that matter, jasmine. So these are more for intimate setting or just feeling good, or a perfumery for women. So there are a lot of aspects to understand around essential oil. What kinds do you like? What purpose you'd like trying to look out for? And of course, the most generic ones are always geranium and lavender, which is like very multi-purpose kinds where you can, kind of fit in everywhere. So you have to figure out like what are you looking for first, and then you go down that way.
Majority of the times when I have seen essential oils being used have been at a place of just as a air freshener in most of the places. I've seen very few people using it on a, things beyond just it being a room freshener or air freshener out there, diffuser.
Right.
So if you can just help us understand like what essential oils can be used for morning routines by individuals, like what are the benefits, what are the places or part of the morning schedule where they can integrate essential oil.
As part of RSV, we call self-care rituals. There's a reason we call them self-care rituals. What we're asking people to do is convert your simple, normal, mundane habits into rituals. And I'll take a very simple example, like taking a shower in the morning.
Mhm.
Everyone takes out time for this, or taking a shower, or your nighttime ritual. These are two things that everyone performs without fail. If you can make it into just that simple 2 minute or 5 minute activity into a more experiential thing for you, what you can do is either you can diffuse essential oils, you can light a scented candle for 5 minutes, or what you can do in your shower oils, you can start using essential oils based products as your cleansers, as your face wash, or after your shower, whatever body lotion you use, instead of using a artificial fragrance based product, use a body oil, or add your essential oils to your moisturizer, to your shower gel, to your soaps, to your shampoo. The fragrance will touch, the essential oils will touch your skin, it will go into your bloodstream, it will rejuvenate you. And I've seen it myself, that you get a clearer mind. You're not putting any extra effort. It's just that whatever stress you have, whatever you're thinking about, you do that even a more happily and even a more rejuvenated way, and you get more creative about things. So this is in a morning shower routine that you can look at it. While you're traveling, if you're sitting or you're just entering a room before a meeting, you can always apply essential oils on your nerve points here, like this or here. It gives instant relaxation, or it
Okay.
gives you an instant boost. So this can be done any time of the day if you're sitting in a meeting, getting into or something. Before bedtime, whatever is your last product which you apply on your skin, be it hand oil, be it a hand cream, or foot cream, or a face cream, try making it like a natural oil based product, or try making adding essential oils to that product. A very light 1 minute hand massage or a foot massage or a face massage will relax and calm your body. And the essential oil going to your brain will also calm your body down, that okay, it's time to sleep. Let's let go of the tensions that has been through the way. And when you massage, you're also relaxing your whole body. The body also calms down and you feel good about yourself. Eventually, it's all about feeling good. The third way is what you can do is you can add that oil to your pillow cover. So your room will smell good and you will be inhaling the fragrance directly. And depends on the situation what you are in. For that matter, for my kids, I always put a drop of eucalyptus oil on their pillow cover at the time they sleep. And I'm telling you, their chances of catching cold has gone down 70%. They wake up with an open nose, which is a big challenge for mothers
Mm.
with coughing kids and a cold coming up every day. So these are very simple ways where you can create a experience for yourself and you're not putting any extra effort anywhere.
Wow.
So simple ways to do it.
Ishita, more or less, I might be wrong when I'm going to be saying this, but yeah, a lot of things have been where women have that particular self-care routine or, rituals to their day, be it
Right.
moving towards the night before sleep. For men, if you have some suggestions, we just have our basic routines out there. We don't do too much
See
things.
that that's why I said the shower. The shower is something that men definitely do, and even if you do not use a moisturizer or something, add it to your shower gel.
Okay.
Because I know this for sure that men like good smelling products. That I know very well because men are very particular about the shower gels. Well, my husband is. So add it to your shower gel or add it to your shampoo. These are things which you use every day. So if you're not someone who likes to apply things, then you can always diffuse it. You can add it, use it in your car before you step into the car or in your dressing room, wherever you're dressing up. You can diffuse it in the room. That is also a very good way to do things. And if you're not a self-care person, apply it in, you can do this. If you're carrying a handkerchief, add a drop of essential oil in your handkerchief. So anytime you're stressed out, you will always take that handkerchief out and smell it and you will feel relaxed. So these are very tiny, tiny things which you can take care of. And men generally have a tendency of wiping the sweat or have a handkerchief ready, which women generally do not. And adding a drop to your pillow cover is the easiest thing to do. These are things that, all being said, I always say that it's time that men should also concentrate on their self-care. And even if you're not doing any facial massages or anything, no one has a problem with doing a light hand massage. Do that and you will feel good about it. That's that's why I keep it very simple.
Thanks for the thanks. I'm going to be, applying some of those things to my sort of the daily ritual out there. But one thing, like suggested adding some essential oil drops to the shower gel or to shampoos out there. Isn't there a fear of chemical reactions happening within the whole composition of that shower gel or something?
No, not really, honestly. So, okay, I think I'll put this now. I'll start putting a disclaimer on how to use essential oils. There are certain things that you need to be careful with it. Essential oils are very, very potent. Okay. 1 or 2 drops max is something which you need.
Okay.
Any formulation in its whole totality will not have essential oils more than 2%. If anything is 100 ml, you'll have 2 ml of essential oil in it. So whenever you're using it, just a drop is enough and it's not going to affect your product as such or its consistency as such. That being said, never apply essential oils directly on your skin. Always mix it with a carrier oil, maybe a jojoba, an almond, or anything, or mix it with your moisturizer or something. So essential oil directly is always a no-no. So it doesn't change anything, and start with very, very small quantity because you really don't know the brand you're buying, how strong the essence of it is. It might also give you headaches or it might also give you reactions. To always do a patch test, start a very tiny small drop. I would say, part of a drop also. Add it to your product. And if you think, you do not want to add it to your moisturizer, your lotion already has a very good fragrance, or your shower gel already has a very good fragrance, then start by diffusing. It's as simple as that. And I think coconut oil is something which is in every Indian household, a
Mhm.
simple product. Just take a small 100 ml bottle of it, add a drop of or two of it in coconut oil, and you can apply it anytime and anywhere. It will just elevate the experience of applying coconut oil, as I would call it, in the winter season. So that's it. It will not affect anything else.
Ishita, next, I'm going to be asking some problems that we as individuals face often in our lives. And if
Right.
you just suggest the essential oil for that. So if you can just sort of have that sort
Yeah,
of,
sure,
conversation.
definitely.
So the major issues with corporates out there is the productivity of their employees and even with individuals. So What are the essential oils you would suggest for boosting productivity out there?
So see, generally, if you're looking for, if you think, your general population is getting into a more slower mode, then rejuvenating oils like lemongrass or bergamot are very good. So it creates a peppy atmosphere around. If you think it's very stressful and the work stresses a lot and they need to relax or calm down, then lavender and patchouli are a very good essential oils and very unisex and shouldn't have a problem. Cedarwood is also a good way that ways. If you want to have a happy go lucky kind of an environment and something like that, then lang lang works very well. Lemon also or orange also works very well. So these are different types of what kind of a thing you're looking for depending on the culture you're trying to build, and you can always look at fragrances like that.
One of the major concerns around productivity that happens often in corporates is the lethargy that gets induced post lunch. You have a floor full of people sleeping on their chairs.
I can
How can we really combat? I remember my days in corporate, and my India head used to be just having his cabin next to my cubicle. And I know the glares I got from him every week, thrice or four times.
I
So
think at that point of time, bergamot and orange will be the most best suited ones because bergamot has that splash of energy just comes out to you at that point of time. So bergamot and orange work very well. Citrusy fragrances overall work very well in that sense. Also, I would say, what, keep in mind a lot of times what happens is when you use just individual essential oils, they can tend to be very strong in their own essence. So the science of aromatherapy is all about creating custom blends of fragrances and combining two, three fragrances for a particular concern, you would say. Or say, like, I have a blend which is of bergamot and lavender and geranium. It's very different aspects, but it comes out very beautifully, which is very good for rejuvenating. So a lot of times you also need to, as a brand, as a company, if you're looking for, a fragrance for your corporate as such, a lot of times I say that sit with an expert formulator and get a custom fragrance which suits your company's culture and make it as a part of a company culture or a, one can say, as you have a visual identity, you also have a fragrance identity. That is also a way corporates can take it forward. A lot of times, it says that you enter Starbucks, it has a certain fragrance.
yeah,
You enter a store, it has a certain fragrance. This also makes a huge difference as a company identity.
that's something I was not aware about.
Yeah,
But
this is
that psychologically and subconsciously, I have felt entering
ah,
into different offices. I have seen diffusers being kept at the reception, and depending on the fragrance they are using, you have a very different mood and psychological setting happening.
yes, yes. So there was this advertisement that McDonald's did in France. All they did was they kept this big banner of French fries, just an image of French fries, and the French fries fragrance was coming out of it, and everyone knew that there's a McDonald's close by. No branding, nothing. So it kind of creates your brand identity around it. It's very good if you kind of see it through.
I guess after visuals, smell is going to be the next biggest, receptor as a human
Yes.
sensory
It
organ out there.
is. Mhm.
Amazing. What about stress and anxiety?
For stress and anxiety, I always say lavender works very well, and patchouli works very well. There is very good essential oil which I'm not able to recollect right now. I think it's juniper or cypress. Good, but if for the readily available ones, lavender and patchouli work very amazingly. Lavender is the safest of all to try, so
No.
I always stick to that.
Insomnia.
Patchouli, and a lot of times geranium also helps.
Okay. Combating negativity.
Lemongrass. It
Okay.
kind of, somewhere it connects to your brain and kind of just clears out your mind.
Calming yourself after some anger issues or fight out there.
Then it's cedarwood or lavender. And also for that matter, if you're not a very woody person, lemongrass also is also very soothing.
Lemongrass, in fact, is one of my favorite oils out there.
Yeah, yeah. It has. See, every spa has a lemongrass. At least one essence is always in a lemongrass as a
Okay,
spa.
okay, okay. Often. One of the major battles, people in areas like Delhi, where a lot of sun is available during the summers, is they faces fighting sweat.
Right.
Whatever perfumes you apply, whatever
Mm.
deos you might apply,
Yeah.
by the half of the day, by the noon, it all just washes out. So what can be done around that?
I wouldn't say that essential oils last very long because they're also volatile and fly away. But you can always use floral mists. You can use aloe mist or a rose mist, and it is something, since it's natural, you can reapply all the time, and it will really keep you hydrated, rejuvenated, and the fragrance is going to calm you. So mists are a very good option in Delhi summers.
I mean,
Floral mists can always be tried at that time.
that's
Oil
great.
will not stay long, so there's no faida as such. You can always take a shower in the morning and evening, but fragrance is not going to stay long.
Ishita, are there any, and you just mentioned about some brand identity being there around use of essential oils. So, are there any forums or even RSU if you guys offer personalized oil formulations because everybody might have a very different need coming in picture?
Well, honestly, I've worked with a couple of corporates in figuring out their product formulation for this specific fragrance identity for their products.
Mm-hmm.
I have identified, for that matter, you know what, you would see Forest Essentials also has a very distinct fragrance in all their products.
Yeah.
Whatever fragrance the other products might have, like every individual product will have something or the other, but there's a baseline fragrance which is standard there. So I worked with product brands in building their product identity. I'm working with a corporate. I can't reveal the name because we're still in conversation, but we are creating a personalized, very custom fragrance for their company. So I do work with them. That is some activity which I take part as my workshops and other stuff. So yes, definitely part of it.
How can really corporates instill this culture? Since you mentioned about the corporate you're working with, how can
Mhm.
corporates really promote the use of essential oils amongst their employees out there? And the different issues that we just talked about, productivity, stress, insomnia, etc. Help them combat these things better, these issues better.
Uh, yeah. So see, what I do is a lot of people come back to me and tell me, do you take aromatherapy workshops? I do. But I never take aromatherapy workshops and saying that, okay, go and make this blend for yourself and see, how it figures out. Because that is not helping you or your employees benefit from the essential oils. What I do is I take self-care and self-love workshops around aromatherapy where we talk about how you can start using, like the discussion we just had, how to make that simple habit of a shower into a ritual. So I take those self-care workshops for a lot of people where people can conduct for their employees, where we talk about how to create, convert these very simple, mundane activities of daily activities into rituals, how you can elevate the whole experience for yourself. Of course, we talk about what essential oils are going to be suitable in what scenarios. I also say there's a lot of connection between yoga, meditation, and aromatherapy. What I've observed is that if you use essential oils while doing meditation, while doing these physical exercises, the benefits are threefolds. So we can always combine that. I do a lot of manifestation, meditation exercises with people, with employees. It helps to give a clearer mind by the end of the workshop. So the whole objective is not that, we just have to tell you, okay, so this is the different palettes of essential oils, go make a DIY perfume for yourself. Then it's not beneficial and I'm not giving you a long-term solution. Eventual point is you should know that how can I make this as a habit? How can I have this oil in my handbag or in my dressing table and I keep using it back and back? Otherwise, there's no point of me staying here. So that's the whole idea that, so if any corporate is looking for something of that sort, I was always say that organize an experiential aromatherapy session where your employees can understand how to use oils in their daily lives. And of course, understand which one are good for them and which would suit them best.
And how can individuals, experience these self-care workshops out there? Do you also organize it for individuals or it is just specific?
So I do for corporates. I also do webinars. Till now, we've been doing it online. So I'm based in Hyderabad. Next month onwards, I'm planning to do it offline for general public also. So we're still in pipeline for that. Do it offline, and I do personal consultations with individuals. Paid consultations where we sit down and we create a complete bespoke ritual for an individual as per their individual requirements, as per their lifestyle, and the fragrance palette that would work for them.